There, yes, that's good.
I've never been down here without my blindfold on. This is an impressive bunker.
Thanks.
It's bigger than I thought it would be.
Well, you know, I trust you now.
This looks great. We're 10 feet underground right now.
It's a little hot and humid, but you get used to it, though.
Now, hey, Shumai, is that a girl with no legs there?
That's actually one of my mannequins. I have 52 of them.
What do you do with mannequins?
Now, here's the recording room. Just gonna walk down here a bit. So just give a few knocks, like next week, and then I'll know. Hey, look what I found. Some legs. You want to have them? Under the ground in Honolulu, Hawaii, I'm Shumai Shirashima, and this is Doom Business. You know, folks, we here try to present to you an honest program. And I'm sad to report that we messed up. On the last episode about EVPs, I presented you folks a recording of what I believed was of a demon attacking my sister. But as it turns out, it actually was the sound of her cats doing it in the walls. My apologies to you. Well, folks, it finally happened, didn't it? It finally did happen. December 21st, 2012, the end of the world did not occur. I'm not disappointed, though. There's still hope. I still believe the end is coming. I didn't build this bunker for nothing. Maybe I should tell you folks why I made this bunker in the first place. Why I believed that the end of the world was coming. It's because of my sister. She always had this Ouija board. Like I said in the last show, if you remember when I recorded the voice of the demon that attacked her. But as we know now, it was just her cats doing it in the walls. After her incident, she was in a deep, deep coma. It tore the family apart. My dad ran away. He came back to get his stuff, and then he left again, and we never saw him. It was just my mom, me, and my brother, and my half-cousin. And we were always by my sister's hospital bed, wishing that one day she'd wake up from her terrible coma, tell us her jokes again, bring a smile to our depressed faces. And then something happened. A miracle happened. And it continued to happen. Every Friday, at 1 p.m. on the dot, her eyes would spring open and stare unblinkingly at the ceiling for a whole minute, 60 seconds exactly. I timed it once. And she would say these random things. At first we didn't know what they meant. Things like, don't leave the house on a Monday. Or she would say things like, big storm is coming. And one time she said this. One time, I think it was the 3rd month where she was under her coma. She said, on a Friday, her eyes sprang open and she said, to my sister, I wasn't there, but to my other sister, she said, your boyfriend will kill you. Now, at the time, my other sister, I should actually mention she was our adopted sister from Saipan. Our sister was, I'm not gonna say her name, but my sister was dating this Lebanese fellow. And he was always a hard drinker. And one day, he did break into the house. We're all having dinner. He just breaks into the house. And we're all there, shocked and appalled. And he's pointing at my Saipanese sister and accusing her of cheating on him. And he pulls out a knife. And my sister pulls out a fork. And they go at it. And we're all screaming for the cops. But my sister was injured a little bit. She didn't die, but see, it almost happened. So to me, it was some kind of vague prediction that my other sister made. One day, it was on my birthday in September, I'm with my sister in her hospital room next to her bed. I'm reading a book. It was just me and her. And one day her eyes, well, at 1 o'clock on that Friday, her eyes sprung open. And this time she turns to me. Now keep in mind, she never moved her neck or any other muscle in her body except for her eyes. But now she moves her neck muscles and she looks at me unblinkingly, almost like she's looking through me. And she says, "End of the world time." And we just look at each other for a whole minute. And after that minute, she turns her head again like a robot, just like RoboCop. She turns it, closes her eyes, and goes back to her deep sleep. So from that time, this was many years ago. So since then, I've been building up this bunker, saving up money. I've been in this bunker ever since. I still think the end of the world is coming. Because my sister did say end of the world time. It didn't really mean that it's not coming. It just means that the whole 21st Mayan calendar thing was false. Now, I'm not the only one who has a safe house. But our old friend, Christian, has also been preparing his own little house. His own little safe house. And we have him here today. Christian, thank you for coming down here today.
Hello. It's nice to be back here in your bunker.
Well, the whole Mayan calendar, December 21st, 2012, end of the world, didn't happen.
Yeah, you're lucky that I had today free, because I cleared my calendar, obviously.
Yeah.
I didn't expect anything to happen today. And fortunately, I was able to come down here.
Right.
To record this radio show.
Well, I mean...
I really thought it was going to happen, but no.
Well, you and me and a lot of other people, but I'm glad to see that your eyes are healing up again. You see, yes. I didn't have to blindfold you this time, because now you know... See, folks, Christian is the only person that I know right now that I trust enough to have told him directions on how to get here on his own. Because the first 2 times I had to blindfold him with a wool blanket that I had, and his face was rather bruised around the eyes, swollen.
Yes, it was very painful.
Yeah, but you signed that contract, so you're fine with it. Like you knew going into it.
Oh, that was a contract? Well, whatever. It's over now.
But now that I trust you, you can come around your own. So in future shows, just knock on my door and I'll be here.
Yes, we took a look around the entrance of your bunker.
Yep.
I was very impressed by it.
We have that. Yeah, it played during the beginning of the show here. It's rather echoey.
It was.
But it doesn't matter. I mean, like, no women come down here. Like, women don't like echoey hallways.
There's one thing I've learned is that women do not like echoes.
No.
You know, a duck's quack will not make an echo.
Is that true?
Which explains why women love ducks so much.
Now, in exchange for my trust that I have given to you, I now expect the same in return. So now I want you to trust me. I trust you, now you trust me with something. I want you to tell me your full name. Now, you see, I will bleep your full name, of course. Right? But I want you to tell me right now, personally.
Well, you only know me as Christian, obviously, if that is even my real first name.
Mm-hmm. Well, if we're going to be friends, it's normal for me.
I think we had an agreement that
the last name as well.
You were not going to say what my name was on the air.
I have not. Like I said, I will bleep this, but as a form of trust, I want to have this happen on the air, just to tell me personally, face to face, what your real name is.
Well, my real name is Christian.
Yes.
That's my first name.
And your last name?
I really can't tell you that.
Can you give me a clue? A hint on the air? How about you just give us, like one hint, like one letter.
I really shouldn't be doing this, but all right. I'll give you one clue as to what my real name is. The letter X.
The letter X.
The letter X
Now, are you being for
is
real?
in it.
So it is in it. Is it the first letter? Is it, okay, well, it's a very natural thing to have. I mean, there's Malcolm X. Is it Malcolm X?
No.
Is it Xavier? Like
No,
Professor Charles Xavier?
I really can't keep on giving you clues like that because every time I say it's not this...
Is it Christian X-Pac?
No comment. No
it's
comment.
not.
No.
Well, anyway, let's move on. Christian here also has his own...
I have also been preparing for Doomsday.
But it's not a bunker,
which is
though.
still coming, by the way.
Oh, but you have your own...
I have done some research, and I believe I have the new Doomsday date.
Oh, I need to know, because my sister was very vague about it. My sister just said
Now we
Doomsday
know
time, but what do you know?
December 21st came and went. That's fine. I was only 50% sure that it was going to be that day anyway. My new Doomsday dates are possibly March 3rd, 2013, June 22nd, 2013, or December 7th, 2013. It's one of those.
December 7th, that's interesting. You know, the December 7th is actually...
Or possibly later.
December 7th is actually Children's International Day.
That's
Or is it,
what that date is known for.
Or is it International Children's Day?
So I'm predicting one of those three dates will be the next Doomsday.
This is kind of relating to what...
You know what? Actually, forget about the March one.
Yes?
Let's just start with the July one.
Okay, well, why did you choose those dates in the first place? What expertise do you have?
I studied ancient star charts that are available on the internet for free.
This is just
and
astrology,
I drew my
though.
own conclusions with math. I will tell you about my shelter, which is not a bunker, but is rather a fortress on top of a mountain. Some would even call it a sky fortress or palace. Now, this is not my home. My home is separate from this location, this secret location, my sky fortress. It's a fortification I've placed on the top of the Ko'olau Mountains here in Hawaii, above the clouds. Sometimes the clouds get low so that you don't even see my fortress from ground level.
Right. Is it painted white?
No, it's painted blue. So it blends in with the sky.
Well, I mean, I thought clouds.
Yes. Well, I had to choose one of the two colors, so... The other thing I need to tell you about...
Okay, wait, I'm
Shumai
sorry.
is that-
I have to cut you off. This is all very interesting, but we have to go to this break. We'll be right back with more of Christian and Doom preparation. Friends, do you fear the woman in your life is not fully satisfied and you're not getting enough respect from the neighborhood? You've heard me speak before about Man Up natural male enhancement pills. They work. I've tried it. But now, thanks to the Obama administration, Man Up can no longer be sold as a health supplement. Now you can look for it in your local pet store's fish tank gravel aisle. Now, I'm not saying you're supposed to ingest it, but you know what to do. Visit your local pet store in the morning and tell them Shumai sent you to man up.
The paranormal is our business, and business is dooming. Like us on Facebook for up-to-date information on future interviews. Hey, enjoying the show? Visit us at viewscreenon.com for more original programming. You're listening to Doom Business. And now, back to Shumai.
And we're back with Christian X and more of his safe palace.
Let me explain what it is. It's a large cylinder shape made of concrete, fortified against all incoming marauders that I predict will happen after the apocalypse. Raiders, pillagers, because there's going to be a lot of people. I call them the zombies. And I'm not talking about zombies as
you mean
in
just
dead people.
Deadheads, you mean?
I'm talking about the people who, after the end comes, don't have any food, don't have any water, and so they are essentially like the Walking Dead. I call them zombies because they will try to take anything they can from anyone who does have supplies.
So you mean like the whole Mad Max thing?
That's right.
Which is what I'm into. That's how I see the end of the world as.
The first defense is height. So they have to climb up.
I'm underground.
Your approach is also valid.
Yes. Well, it's inspired from...
You better hope that no one knows where it is or can see the entrance, which is pretty well disguised, it looked to me.
I can tell you that it's inspired by Day of the Dead.
Now, in Day of the Dead...
Bunkers, yes.
Yes.
That was a military complex.
Now, there was a zombie there called Bud the Chud, wasn't there?
Bud. I don't know about his last name, but he was Bud.
Oh, I feel like it was Bud the Chud. Well,
But
anyway.
why mention him, though?
I just thought about Bud the Chud, that's all.
Well, I mean, maybe what you're really getting at is a company. Throughout the years, I've been conditioning my mind to get into getting used to the idea of being alone for a long time.
Yes.
It was only when you came along that, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking I don't want to be alone anymore when the end of the world comes, So maybe one day you can take me to your place.
Perhaps.
We could probably rap a bit more.
I know that you offered to let me stay in your bunker.
Well, I did.
But I said I had my own plans, and as you can see,
I guess you had your own
definitely
place,
do.
Yeah. But the thing is, though,
Yes.
when the end of the world does come, we'll be safe. I don't know anyone else who's making their own safe house. So if I were just to assume things, it would just be me and you.
Yes.
So if something were to happen to one of us, we might need help. So maybe I can go help you, or maybe you can come help me.
You're welcome to come to my shelter if your bunker is destroyed.
You won't let me go there, like, tomorrow, just to check it out?
I really need to have greater security than that, I mean, I trust you, but anyone who goes up there, there's an increased chance that someone else will find out about it. Maybe I'll show it to you. Maybe I'll show it to you.
Basically, you don't trust me then. So I shouldn't have told you. Now I feel kind of bad. Now I probably shouldn't have... I showed you how to get to my place. I jumped the gun a bit maybe on that one, but now I can't take it back. I can't kill you. Not that I want to.
I'm sure that you couldn't.
But maybe I still trust you a little bit. This is important, because I was wrong. Okay, I was wrong. I don't want to be alone when the end of the world does come. My sister died 3 months ago.
She died?
Well, yeah, she did. Like I said, for many, many, many months, every Friday she'd open her eyes and she'd say something.
Yes.
And on one Friday, her eyes just didn't open anymore. And that little thing that monitors your heart, that makes the little mountains, that was just a straight plane. Unfortunately, I wasn't there, my mom wasn't there, like no one was there. It was just some nurse. So when we got there, it was already... Like, we kind of didn't really care.
When you got there eventually?
Because no one really cared. Like, we kind of just forgot about her. Well, my mom went kind of crazy and she was... She wasn't home as much anymore. She was kind of lost. I had to call the cops once to go and find her. They did find her, like a week later. She was in Amsterdam. My Saipanese sister ran off with that guy that almost killed her.
The Lebanese guy?
Yeah. Yeah. He's in Russia now with her. They got married, I think. She sent me a picture once of her and him, like, waving. And there was this gun. There's a gun pointed somewhere in the frame. I'm not sure if it was a gun. It might have been a shotgun mic. Or a shotgun nonetheless. I don't know. She's dead to me now. Like, she broke our heart. She just ran off with this guy. Well, my coma sister, I called her the Sleeping Prophet, number 2. Well, look, I'm a busy guy. Like, I was busy building this bunker. I didn't have time. So when she died, honestly, I just kind of... I did feel kind of sad. But at that point, like, I was so conditioned to be mentally prepared to be alone when the end comes, so I wouldn't feel hurt, that when she died, I didn't feel much. But I was wrong, though. That's the point. When the end does come, I don't want to be alone. And I was hoping you would be the... well, someone who I could turn to, maybe? But it ain't gonna work if you ain't got trust. And I thought I trusted you, which is why I told you how to get down here. But now I don't know.
Well, listen. Like I said, you can come and live at my Sky Fortress if and only if your bunker is completely destroyed and you have to prove it that it was. And I don't mean if you did it yourself, but I mean if something happened to it.
Well, I am interested in your safe house. And I mean, if you can't show it to me, then you can just tell me about it. As you can see here in my place, it's rather empty. It's a bit bleak, I guess. Well, I do have a TV there playing. You see, I have a videotape of birds in trees on a loop, just to keep me sane. Do you have any views in your house? I guess you have a wonderful view since you're on the mountain.
Yes, I have what I call the Eagle's Nest. It's where I can survey the land around me for dozens of miles.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
And with a high-powered sniper rifle...
Oh, you have guns, too?
I can kill anyone that approaches, if I need to, any of the so-called zombies, which is what I call the unprepared people who will try to take away from me what is mine.
It does feel like I'm in a tomb here. It gets a bit humid sometimes, and a bit greasy. I don't know why it gets greasy.
It's a comfortable tomb.
I'm safe here as long as no one figures out how to get down here. You see, because
yes.
I had this nightmare last night where the end of the world did come. Well, last night, right, the 21st.
That's right.
As I was sleeping. I wanted to stay up, but I fell asleep, unfortunately. I was very drunk.
I also went to bed kind of early last night.
Yeah, unfortunately
it seemed like nothing was going to happen, and so I just watched Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, again.
And then I went to bed.
Right.
That's it.
I had this nightmare where the marauders did walk the earth.
Yes.
And one of them, like, they were all above my house. My bunker, above my hatch thing, right, which has the grass mat. And one of the Mad Max people was on a bicycle, or like a Mad Max motorcycle, like a Harley. And they were like showing off, like revving it up. And the back wheel spun around really fast and it kind of blew away the grass carpet. And it exposed my hatch. And they all were in awe and they all opened it up and they came down and they did things to me. And then I woke up. Tell me more about your Sky Palace.
Yes.
What do you have? What amenities do you have?
I have a great deal of amenities. First, I have a rain collection system that doubles as a pool, a relaxing lap pool for swimming. Although, I mean, if you need to drink the water, you might not want to swim in it too much, just to keep it clean.
Well, see that bucket there and that hose?
Yes.
That's all I got.
Yes. What is that black thing standing up, though?
Oh, I told you before
that's standing black thing.
That's where I put down my body mess.
So you have that too, then?
My MESS.
I have enough food storage to last me for 3 years. Now, if there was another person there, it would last half that amount of time. But that's fine. That's fine. I have giant cardboard boxes that are full of beef macaroni.
Ew.
Now, this beef macaroni is sealed in giant pouches. The only problem is each pouch is 10 pounds. Now, so once I open one, I have to use it up quickly. It can last without refrigeration for 3 years. Once it's opened, though, obviously I have to use it up. Which I foresee as not being a problem. I think what I will do in the event of an actual emergency is eat once every 2 weeks. Wait for 2 weeks, open up the 10-pound package of beef macaroni, eat it all at one time, store that food in my body, and then wait longer. This is, it's pretty delicious. I've tried it. It's not bad.
Nice. It's like NASA food.
Now, the only problem is it wasn't shipped to my Sky Fortress because there's no road up there.
And you don't want people to know.
That UPS can deliver to. So, unfortunately, I had to bring it up by hand.
Wait. So the contractors that made your place, won't they know where to go, or did you not care?
They are very discreet contractors.
I'm guessing you won't even tell me who they are. Maybe
No.
that was part of the deal, right?
They do a lot of work for...
The church?
The underworld. The criminal underworld.
Wow.
That's right. These people definitely won't talk to cops, and they won't talk to each other either. Because they're smart.
Interesting.
They build all the criminal buildings. You may not know about this, but there's an extensive network of crime tunnels under the city. I probably shouldn't have told you about that.
Well, my theory always was that the Yakuza are controlling, basically, Honolulu. I don't know about the other islands, but Oahu, I'm guessing they're really controlling the majority of businesses.
Under Honolulu, which is the largest city on Oahu, there's a network of crime tunnels that the Yakuza use to transport drugs, illegal gambling tables.
Ice.
That's right. Actual blocks of ice.
Glass, as they call it nowadays.
That's right. They also transport glass, which they use to create windows.
No, I mean drugs.
Oh,
They call it glass now,
that too.
because you cook it in glass.
Now, the other islands, Maui, for example, doesn't have crime tunnels, but they do have a crime hole. It's very small.
I do enjoy crime holes a lot. I want to show you something here, and for our listeners here.
Yes.
A special room of mine.
Another one.
Yeah, it's not far.
Yeah.
Here, walk with me here.
Okay.
Here, walk with me.
Why are you moving that plastic bag
Now-
around?
See now, in this room here, look up.
Yes?
You see something different? Now, what you see now, that's a carrot and various other vegetables that grow in the ground. So, all I gotta do is just climb this ladder here, and then just grab this carrot, and voila,
Is this a real carrot?
food.
Looks tasty.
Yes. Now, the thing is, though, is, you see, my whole bunker here is, the ground and the walls are concrete, but the ceiling is metal, right? Except for this part here with the garden.
Yes.
So I can grow things and yank them down. I don't have to go up there. Or the
There is one flaw to your plan, though. What if someone sticks a shotgun down into the carrot hole? Would it be possible for you to bend the shotgun and put it back
Well,
up
how would
through another carrot hole so it's pointing back upwards?
Well, that's to assume that there would have been a giant tsunami of some kind. But I don't know. Maybe the water pressure would have collapsed the ceiling, my garden.
It's possible.
Maybe. Well, this is why I have like a metal door. This
It
door.
may be that the water pressure, your ceiling will hold out until you pull a carrot out, and then the water will start leaking.
Well, but I
in.
just did that just now.
Better put it back.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's go back to the table then. You see, now this is why I have this metal door here. You see. Now, what I want to do, let me close this door first. Okay, hold on. I'm getting a message on my phone. Huh. That's weird. My phone number is unlisted. I'm going to answer this. Hello?
Hello?
Who is this? This number is unlisted. How did you get this number?
You can call me the Whale. I work for the government, and I have a message for you.
How did you get my number?
That is for me to know.
What do you want?
I have a message that needs to be heard by the world, and you are the one to give it to them.
What do you want from me?
Who is this guy?
The whale?
Listen carefully. The world will end on December 7, 2013.
I knew it! The International Children's Day.
The end of the world, Doomsday, will be caused by the aliens.
Aliens.
The aliens that abducted Christian.
Christian!
What is this?
Here, just bring your head close to my head and we'll listen together.
This is the Whale signing out. Don't call me.
Who it? Well, how did he get my number?
Who is that guy?
Well, it's...
What was he?
It says it's an unknown number.
Hello? Well, are you there?
I'm sure you have a lot of questions to ask this guy. He might know something about your alien abduction.
Well, he said that he did, but I don't know.
Wait, so it was military? Did you say it was military?
Was that guy just playing a joke on us, do you think?
He had some kind of voice disguising mask on his voice there.
Something is happening to me.
What?
Shumai.
What's wrong?
My implant.
Oh, the alien implant.
It feels hot.
Now, for our friends...
It's warming up.
For our friends who don't know, this alien implant has given...
Feel this. Touch this part. Touch here.
Oh, I don't know if I want to... Oh.
It's getting warm.
Well, I mean, it's also big.
This never happened before.
It seems to be pulsating.
Ah, it hurts.
Wait! Don't leave. Wait, I gotta document this too.
They might know where I am, Shumai. I gotta get out of here.
Don't leave. Don't.
I gotta leave.
Oh. Oh.
Bye. I'm leaving.
I'm just gonna lock the door real quick. Oh well. Well, Christian just left. I just locked the door. Oh man, that was freaky. That was very freaky. Oh, that was pretty freaky. If that guy knew my number, my unlisted number, only my closest friends, which I have none of, know my number. Maybe he knows where I am right now. You know, those military guys have those fancy satellites. Am I safe down here? If only Christian would let me stay at his place. Well, until next time, friends, this is Doom Business.
Batman tries to steal my gold, drink my beers and shoot my lady. Batman tries to steal my gold, whip out my shotgun and make me crazy.
Operation started in Gerrard Street and featured the traditional dragon parade and dancers wearing lion and unicorn masks. There was also a demonstration of Chinese martial arts. And that's the news. Now our final program tonight, Night Thoughts with Jan Simmons.